Howdy guys, how's it going? So I was only able to get out here to the mountain last minute today. We have only got probably 30 minutes, if that, of light left. So before I talk about any of the gear and stuff that we brought with us, I'm going to take and get my tarp out. I picked this spot. It looks halfway decent. I brought my really large Titan Survival / TA camo tarp. It's the one from a few videos back, maybe even a month ago, but you guys was really interested and seemed to like that tarp because it's got that reflective underside to it. So I think it'll fit between these two trees. But I'll take and get that strung up, and then we'll worry about the exact configuration, because I'm gonna have to make sure I get rid of all the briars and stuff right here, since I've got an inflatable pad. Somehow I managed to not hit the record button getting this out, but yeah, this is the TA camo tarp. This one is 10 by 12, I believe. So for this, I want to just kind of have a large floor area, and just, we won't need much overhang. Well guys, there we go. We have got our tarp set up. That took a little bit of finagling with because of the laurels, and this right here was just wide enough to fit the 12-foot length. Now, as I mentioned, we're not going to have any precipitation. The only moisture that's ever going to fall within the next 48 hours will be dew, because like this lip right here is pulled out further than our overhang, but we'll be tucked up underneath there. Anything that falls that might want to run down will go underneath the inflatable sleep mat, so that's not going to be a problem whatsoever. And you could always take and roll this back and stake it out at one of the further tie out points, and then, you know, we'll brush this off. Any debris and mud and stuff that gets, or dirt that gets kicked up on this, will get scraped off and raked up before we actually bed down. So yeah, I found this in the back of my drawer. I about overlooked it, but this is a chili and macaroni MRE. Just getting out yesterday, I went scouting around for some new squirrel hunting spots, and I took and continued that today, because you might be wondering about this bad boy right here. So hello real quick, future me here. I completely forgot yesterday when I was talking about the shotgun, but I wanted to give a quick shout out to Robbie's Army Surplus Store. That's a surplus store I've been going to ever since I was able to walk. They took and waived their transfer fee whenever Rete was sending this to me, and I told them what I was doing about field testing this. I'm going to be making videos and stuff, so they waived that. So I just want to give them a shout out. If you're ever in Mayberry, where they made the Andy Griffith show's based off of, that's where Robbie's Army Surplus Store is. It's just right at the bottom end of Main Street in Mount Airy. So definitely go give them a look if you're ever around. So big thanks to them again, and back to the video. So Rete took and sent me their GPS 12 gauge pump action shotgun. This is their Hunter series, or their Defense and Hunter series. It comes with this 18.5 inch barrel and a 28 inch barrel. I'm gonna put the full choke in it. That's what I'm running right now, what I'll be running for squirrel and rabbit hunting, because we're gonna be doing some overnighters, some hunt and cook, catch and cook, whichever the correct pronunciation for that is. Normally I don't run slings on my guns, whether it be rifle or shotgun, but this right here is a Survivor cord sling. This is also the same company that makes the tarp that we're using, but this is the type of 550 cord that has a tender strand, a fishing line strand, and snare wire strand. So this can be an extension of your hunting and food procurement capabilities. So I've just got that on there. After I adjusted it, I like it as small as it'll go. Then I took some Gorilla tape and taped the straps down so I didn't have to cut them, and they'd still be adjustable if I ever needed to do so in the future. And runs super smooth, but 25 rounds is absolutely nothing. Then something that I got for whenever we're out with this, in case we get caught with inclement weather, or I need to transport it or just keep it safe and tucked away. This is a wax canvas sleeve from Bushcraft Outdoors. It's a gun sleeve there, because when I was out deer hunting one day and I was out on my e-bike, it just come a random mountain storm, and then what you do is, if you're transporting this, it's got these cords that you tie around, just tie it like a shoelace, and then this thing is completely rainproof. But yeah, so I was deer hunting, and it just come a random rainstorm, and I didn't have anything to cover my rifle with to put it back on my gun racks, but I had my Bushcraft that square sit mat, and so I just took and wrapped it around my scope and the center portion of my rifle, took and tied it off, and headed back. But carrying something like this, as small as it is, if you're carrying a weapon with you, especially one that you really want to try to take care of, this is a good option. So I need to get a fire area sorted, just to have a small fire for the night. I'm getting very hungry, and that MRE is looking and sounding very good. Oh, and there we go. Now, one thing I do really like about having this reflective material on this tarp is it makes the lighting a little bit easier for that right there. But we got our little fire going. We don't need much. This thing, we're probably 3.5, 4 foot away from the line of this tarp, and a good 6.5 foot from the back of this. But you can still take and feel just a little bit of the heat from that small fire reflecting off of that material. Next order of business is to crack open our MRE here and get that going, just because like I said, I'm really really hungry. So now, you know, I just haven't took any of the components out of this, just took and repackaged it so that it didn't have air and stuff in it, and it had a smaller form factor. And then put this piece of Gorilla Tape on it, which if I would have been thinking, I could have just took this Gorilla Tape off and used it to start the fire instead of that fire plug. That piece right there is on there. There we go. But it does a fantastic job of keeping these things resealed after you do it. And this one was able to like package back in like really nicely. So, and it is nice having such a large ground sheet area. And I think this reflective material helps keep track of your stuff as it's laid out. I think those running. So in this one here is our chili and macaroni. FRH accessory packet. It's got Tabasco. I think I brought a little thing of some hot sauce for that kit thing I got. But yeah, this one has the matches, all that good old stuff. Ooh, orange beverage powder. We'll definitely probably have that. Vegetable crackers, beef jerky. Ooh, yeah, okay, a lemon pound cake. I love those. And then there's our jalapeno cheese spread, which will go in with chili and macaroni. So yeah, no rocket science here. We'll just get that leveled out on there. Okay, there we go. Get that folded down in there. Slide our cheese spread in on that opposite side. And then I'll just set that right there, tilted up. I do want this orange thing, and it's nice that we don't have to completely paint our bottle with that flavoring, because until you wash your bottles out. Okay, well, if I don't pour it all out on my tarp. And I go kind of above the fill line because these tend to be very sugary. Alright, there we go. It's been more than enough time for that. I've just been taking and shaking this up a little bit at a time, but I gotta be careful because I don't want to spill any of this on the tarp because then it'll be sticky. And drinking from these pouches is the only thing that can be a little bit tricky. But yeah, you definitely need to go above the fill line with these things. But let's take now and retrieve our MRE, and I already know I want this. Bust up cracker a good bit. But not eat the beef jerky stick yet, because I'm just really eager to get to our main course here. Thing is still rocking and a rolling. Cool deal. I'll just wipe that off a bit there. Make it a little bit easier on ourselves here for handling purposes. And it's better, it's got like a tear notch, you know, just if you're new to MREs, I'd be really surprised if you're here and you are, but these things always want to rip off at a weird angle. Sorry, I'm just trying to be careful not to drop it. great, and it's steaming hot. And then we put the cheese in there with the heater, just so that it, because normally it's very difficult, or I ain't gonna say difficult, but it's just, it's a lot thicker. And this kind of liquefies it a decent bit. Oh yeah. Then we'll get our Tabasco out. That's another thing I should have done, because like once you get this pouch open where it's so soft, I still haven't figured out why they've never put any kind of gussets on the American MREs, but because there's, after I stirred that up, there is a bit more room than it looked like. Anyways, let's take and dig into this bad boy. Very, very good. I do think this is the best MRE, American-wise. We are about to keep a bottle. I ain't finished the orange drink yet, but let's keep a bottle of water, because between the jalapeno cheese and the Tabasco, it's definitely got some spice to it. I do want to go ahead and start getting my bed and stuff situated. So at the very bottom, well, I guess the very bottom would be the thing I have attached to the bottom, but this right here is the same one we used in the last video. I don't know if that's going to be too bright or not, but this is the Snug Pack Base Camp Ops air mat with built-in foot pump. And I forgot my Flextail electric pump, so we're going to inflate this with the foot pump some, and then a bit by mouth. And we're going to just kind of shove it to the back out of the way. And I've also got a new sleeping bag that I'm going to try from Vertex. So like you guys know, I've loved that Vertex Montana sleeping bag, and this one, which like we'll talk about that more. This one is the Arizona, because it's not going to get quite cold enough tonight. The low's only, it could be anywhere between 31 and 34 degrees, like depending on what kind of air gap we're in right here. Will depend on the temperature. And that thing is essentially kind of the same weight as the green patrol bag, but it's got a bit more reflective material. But the thing that I like about it is it has a built-in zip bug net thing, so you can completely enclose yourself, and when temperatures start to fluctuate like they have with like the high 50s today, a lot of the things that have been bedded down in the leaf debris will start getting back out and crawling around, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's nice to be able to zip yourself completely up. So, and we just take and pop that open. Spongy membrane type deal, and you just squeeze and let it suck in air. And you can step on it, but there we go, that's what we need. Okay, so we'll have our head end up here where I'm in the dark. So I don't have this compressed down at all. That's the form factor in the compression sack. Or I guess I'd say it is compressed a bit, just because. But anyways, these Vertex bags are like, I believe they're made exactly like the Corinthia bags. I don't know where am I at here. The Corinthia bags in terms of quality and materials, but they're like half the price of those. Yeah, but look, so in the hood right here, there's these button snaps. And you just undo those. And the other thing too is this bag is waterproof and breathable. So, or I should say highly water resistant. Like I know it can get rained on. Don't know if you had it setting in pooling water, how long that would last, but anyways, the bug net is on this bottom half here. And then on this side, you just zip it up and around. And then you just kind of reach your hand out, do your Velcro, and you have a fully enclosed sleeping bag, and you ain't got to worry about, you know, mosquitoes or anything like that if you're using this in the summer. Like I said, the extreme temperature rating on this is 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe the comfort range, it's not on the bag, but I think it would probably be about 40 degrees. I've got that 3-in-1 extreme merino wool. I can't think of the name of the. I've got that I can put on because I just got on this breathable shirt, but I don't even think I'm going to need that, but we'll see. And then this jacket right here, I'll probably just use it to lay on. The only actually, I'm going to turn this around because the zipper is on this side of the sleeping bag. And the edge of that pad can rest against the side, so I ain't got to worry about sliding, even though that's relatively flat. But I just took and stuffed the rest of the MRE components in my pocket. I think I'm going to hold off on the beef stick for now. I've got the M&Ms. What is that? Oh, it's an accessory packet. What I won't get to is this pound cake. And I think, you know, I don't think there was any coffee in this one. Which I don't want coffee right now anyways, but that's surprising. So, anyways. That bad boy right there is moist. Oh yeah. These are some of the, this is like one of the best components out of these things. I'm gonna take and stoke the fire back up and enjoy this, chill out for a bit. I don't think there's really anything else I need to do, so I'll get back with y'all whenever it's time to hit the hay. Alrighty guys. It is time to hit the hay. So yeah, this is my thermal shirt. What is this? I don't even know where the tag is. Oh yeah. ThermoWave. That's right. This is a ThermoWave 3-in-1. This thing is insanely warm. I'm not even going to put it on right now. Right now it's probably 42 degrees, somewhere in there. But I will throw that in there with me so that if I do need to put it on, I can do so. Put that there. Wow. Just shimmy in this bad boy. I know from last time, this sleeping pad is super comfortable. And where this thing has this waterproof shell, I'm not worried about this being in contact with the tarp at all. And so I just kind of like to stick my head up and underneath the bug net. You can do it whichever way you find easiest. But yeah, the nice thing about this mat too is it's really comfortable to side sleep on. So if that's something important to you, I would look into like I said, any of the gear that I use, I try to always link down in the description box so you guys can check it out for yourself. That's the whole point of me being out here field testing this stuff. So yeah guys, I'm gonna take and just get nice and cozy. You can immediately feel the heat start to radiate back against you. So I mean, I think for the most part will be good. But like I said, I got that thermal thing in here, and I have those electric hand warmers. I needed to put one at my at the toe box, but I think it's a little bit out of frame, but it's pretty lofted up, and I got on a pair of thick socks. So get situated. And yeah, just like that, fully enclosed from any insects, you know, mosquitoes if they was mosquitoes, but you know, they ain't gotta worry about spiders or anything. So I will talk to you fine individuals in the morning. Good morning, guys. How's it going? I gotta say, it got a lot, well, not a lot, but it got about 10 degrees colder than it was supposed to. I got up to pee, checked the thermometer, and I just hastily took and went ahead and started a little fire I had this morning. Right now, I'll try to zoom in on that, but it's 6:09, 6:10. But yeah, overall I slept good. I put this wool thing on like an hour ago, but what I ended up doing was taking and sticking my feet in it, because my feet did get a bit cold. But for this bag to be what it is, it done a very, very good job. And then this air pad did not have any like foam or anything under it. I don't know what the exact R value is. I think it's probably about 5.5. It was comfortable. It didn't lose hardly any air like from the cold, which I'm also kind of surprised about, since it's the only thing between it. I mean, having this reflective material on this tarp probably helps a lot. But yeah, one thing that I'd forgot about, which I'm really glad about, since the MRE didn't have coffee in it, from a past MRE in this water bottle pouch, I actually have some of the, I think it's military energy gum, and so it's caffeinated gum. So I'm gonna have 2 pieces of that. It's 100 milligrams of caffeine per piece of gum, and like a cup of coffee is normally like 180, 200 milligrams. Or energy drinks normally 200 milligrams. So, but these got very hard. And this one's either peppermint or spearmint. Kind of gives you that nice feeling of or taste of toothpaste in the morning. Well, guys, I reckon that's going to do it for this one. As always, I appreciate you watching. You know, just a reminder, if you're interested in any of the gear, I will try to link to it at the moment if you're watching this right when the video drops. This tarp still hasn't been released yet. The owner of Titan Survival sent this to me a couple weeks back to start field testing it, so I know a lot of you guys will be asking about that. If you're watching this video at a later date, I intend to come back and put the link to this tarp whenever it is available. And yeah, like I said, everything else, like with the shotgun and all that, we'll be looking at that a lot more in the future. We got a lot more outings planned before this winter's over. I gotta say, now I'm getting a little bit too warm in my upper body with this wool thing on. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Share the video with your friends, family, anybody that enjoys good old outdoor activities. Help the channel grow. Let's try to get to 10K as fast as possible. That would be very nice. Please feel free to hit me up in the comment section, thoughts, opinions. I'm trying to think, because I'm gonna take and record some another kit video, but we still got to get out and do the smock overnighter with the smock survival kit, and do the Altoid survival 10 very soon, because I'm wanting to get this stuff done at nights when it's still dipping down into the 20s. With all that said, guys, until the next one, adios.